Hello and welcome to Pluto's final days transiting through Capricorn, whereby we are experiencing an intense power play. There are a lot of energies involved with the upcoming dates that I have on the screen here, which is the 11th of October, whereby Pluto goes direct in the sign of Capricorn for the very last time after its retrograde period. Then we have on the 17th of October a full moon with a cardinal grand cross, and this includes the sun in Libra, the moon conjunct Chiron in Aries, the Pluto, in Capricorn, and also Mars, which is opposing Pluto at the sign in which it is at floor, which is the sign of Cancer. And then on the 3rd of November, we are going to experience the complete opposition between Pluto and Mars. And then on the 18th of November, it is D-Day. It is the final day of Pluto in the sign of Capricorn before it transits into Aquarius for the very last time of 250 years, and whereby we are going to experience 16 years of Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. This is a massive transition, a transformation, and a really constructive yet destructive time to be alive. Hello, my name is Tian, and I am an astrologer, a psychology student, a mother and a lover, and I am a reflexologist, a Reiki master, and I also am a ego manifester. So therefore, I am an individual that is sharing and initiating new ways of being for the collective, and that is essentially what I feel so aligned with doing, is to helping people live their most highest vibrational life and be able to attune to the energies of the stars and the quantum field to live about the most abundant, growth orientated, self actualized life possible. So, if you are interested in getting a reading with me, please feel free to click on any of the links of my booking system. They are very few and far between, and that's just because I got a lot going on in my personal life and obviously with uni and things like that. However, if you do like this video, I would appreciate if you give it a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, anything that you like. I don't expect anything. My own purpose is just to share this on the highest possible vibrational frequency, and if I do get monetized, that would just go back into the collective and into sharing, and obviously into my children, and helping maintain that growth orientated ideals that I so truly do withhold. So let's get into this energy. I've just formulated a very quick slideshow, so please forgive me. I'm not up to date with the technological standings of YouTube, so it is pretty basic. I am of Pluto and Scorpio generation, not Pluto and Sagittarius, so I am a millennial, so I'm not completely adept with the whole TikTok and everything like that, but however, I am just doing a basic information just to obviously share this energy and help you align with the highest possible frequency, whilst also being aware of the power plays that are occurring in the background and maintaining our sovereignty during this time. So for those of you who haven't looked at my Pluto in Capricorn video that I posted a couple of months back, you're welcome to go back to that if you choose to. However, if you don't choose to, I'm just going to quickly briefly outline what is occurring. So Pluto has a 250-year orbit. It is a counterclockwise orbit, just like all the other planets. And Pluto governs over the sign of Scorpio, which is essentially all about transformation and transmutation. And the 8th house is its rulership, which is the home of other people, by way of in-laws and other people's resources, secrets, and that of which is hidden. So Pluto itself rules over sex and pleasure and the occult, hidden knowledge, taboo topics, concentrated power, endings, and change. And it also rules over all elimination processes as well. Just like a boil, it brings things to the surface that needs to be eliminated. Atomic bombs are also considered to be plutonic by their power and their force. So often Pluto manifests in terms of opposites. It's destructive, yet it is also life-giving. It is death, yet it is also rebirth. It is dark, yet it is also shining a light on all that needs to be surfaced. So essentially, since 2008, Pluto has been in the sign of Capricorn, and it is ushered in a new world order. We have witnessed that in various events, which I'm not going to speak to in this video, but we are all aware as a collective what's occurred on the collective front, which highlights those themes of Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto was transiting through the late degrees of Capricorn on the 4th of July 1776 when the Declaration of Independence was signed, and thereafter the world witnessed the rise of Uncle Sam. With Capricorn ruling over business, democracy, government, officials, and manufacturing, over the past 16 years we have seen Pluto shape these Capricornian themes with its very own energy of tyranny, dictatorship, corruption, villains, and darkness. There is an intense expression of the raw power of Pluto by way of the business and the governing and the hierarchical systems that be. However, in times of Pluto transiting through the sign of Capricorn, just as America and the USA has witnessed its Pluto return in recent times, there are also positives birthed from Pluto's transit, and that is due to the light being shone upon the darkness. I myself have my sun opposing Pluto, so there is very much a theme in my life whereby I'm shining light on darkness as well. And so for Pluto in the sign of Capricorn, we have seen the rise and the fall of King George III and Marie Antoinette during the Pluto and Capricorn transit. And therefore, following that, the French were freed in the French Revolution. And subsequent to the mass destruction and assault led by Captain Cook, the country in which I and my family call home, Australia, and our neighbourhood country, New Zealand, were founded. So set to station direct on the 11th of October, we are going to see Pluto make its transit through the final degrees of Capricorn. It is set to station direct conjunct the moon, and then we are going to witness a square with the moon when it reaches 26 degrees of Aries opposing the sun at 26 degrees of Libra. This final direct period of Pluto transiting the late degrees and the anaretic degrees of Capricorn is offering us a final opportunity to take control of the areas in which we have felt out of control, to regain our sovereignty and our spiritual sense of being and our wholeness within our own sense of self, and cultivate our own inner power to regenerate a true sense of self-respect and altruism. It is a potent time and an influential time, and it is offering you the purest opportunity to fulfill the potential that you are so innately and so destined to fulfill in this lifetime. However, there is also another transit with the full moon in Aries. This is set to occur on the 17th of October 2024 at 9:39 p.m. Forgive me, I'm just roughly examining that time off the top of my head. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and I believe it will be the early hours of the morning in the Americas. This is a transit whereby there is a strong collective healing, yet disintegration of our wounds. There is a lot of energy occurring in this full moon in Aries transit chart, whereby we have Mars approaching its opposition to the planet Pluto, which is forging a grand cardinal cross in the sign of Aries and Libra, respectively, with the sun, the luminaries of the sun and the moon in Aries and Libra. There is also a sextile being forged to Jupiter and the conjunction with the wounded in the wounded healer in Chiron. The wounded healer itself is representing where we most feel vulnerable, and it is a key theme player in this alignment. However, it is most potent to understand that this full moon is going to forge a lot of destruction before construction begins as Pluto enters the sign of Aquarius. Now, I will go through this full moon chart more diligently on a separate video. However, it is conjunct the dwarf planets symbolizing discord and strife, Ace, and it is enhancing and intensifying this full moon. It is bringing us to resolve and confront our anger and our trauma, and it is in the embodiment of collective pain and personal injuries. There is a real strong need to face the dark emotions of our soul at this time. And then, with the emotional push and pull being made with Mars in Cancer, we are going to experience very strong aggressive tendencies like a pot boiling over. And then, of course, with this opposition to Pluto, there is a lot of strong energies at play. And this is the chart of Mars opposing Pluto, which will become exact in the very late hours of the 3rd of November. And this will occur at the anaretic degree of Cancer and the anaretic degree of Capricorn, with Pluto at 29 degrees and 45 minutes at Capricorn, and Mars at 29 degrees and what should be 45 minutes of Cancer. This alignment and the resurgence and the applying of this alignment over the days and weeks prior, especially beginning that Aries full moon, will not come without a cost to society. The grips of the corrupted states are holding on for dear life, shall I say, and without any intention to provoke fear within you, they will not go without a bang. Like I said, this is especially going to be true upon the full moon in Aries, where this late degree cardinal grand square will be formed, and the power planets of Mars and Pluto and the luminaries of the moon and sun are going to forge a strong interplay with the wounded healer of Chiron and Ace. There is this exact opposition of Mars in its full sign of Cancer is invoking a boiling pot of emotion, and with Pluto at the anaretic degree of Capricorn for its very last time, there is going to be an intensity of raw power that will be felt collectively. Mars's desire and will, coupled with Pluto's unconscious underworld energy, has boundless potential for both constructive and destructive action. It is a sizzling release that will ripple globally and echo over time. Ruthlessness and extremism come to mind when I tap into the compulsive and inexhaustible energy that these planets, at odds with one another, create. However, there is too a resourcefulness within this action-driven opposition that will gift the initiation of action in an emergency and deliver courage amidst adversity. So it is at this time that I invite you to connect with your humanity, with your compassion and your sensitivity, your ability to self-actualize within despite what is occurring with the outside of you and around you. It is out of your control. However, what is in your control is your own energy, your own frequency, and your own sense of self and self-actualization. So I urge you to channel your own self-discipline, ground in Gaia, Cultivate physical contact with those that you love and tune out the noise and the distractions, including P. Diddy or whatever crap the news wants to carry on with to be able to distract you from what is occurring in the reality and the realms of government, bills being passed through democracy, the diminishment of freedom of speech, and whatever else that the corruption of the governments can instill in the final degrees of Capricorn. So again, please may you maintain your sovereignty. Please may you connect with your soul. And please may you remain grounded and nourished with love and companionship of those you innately and intimately connect with. Please know that the grass is green where you water it, and do not allow these energies of Libra and Aries be facing off with destroying your innate compassionate energies within your relationship and the emotional intelligence I was speaking to with regards to the solar eclipse video that I shared with you. Now, I do hope this helps you, and I hope that you take this as an invitation to trust, to maintain your own innate sense of self despite what is occurring around you, and just truly connect with what is true for you and not true for the world around you. And again, please tune out the noise. The noise is there for a reason. It's up to you to look beyond that noise. And if you're not choosing to do that, that's perfectly okay, because at the end of the day, the only person you can control is yourself. And if that is not in your highest frequency, then just turn into inward and connect with your soul. It doesn't matter what's happening in the world around you. If every single person on this planet connects with their soul, elevates their frequency, and enables themselves to cultivate this true sense of self, self-discipline, self-respect, and also altruism, humanity, compassion, sensitivity, empathy, oneness will reclaim itself naturally and bring about that new earth that we so innately desire and so innately deserve. It is our birthright to raise our frequency. It is our birthright to raise the frequency of this earth. And it is our birthright to live the most highest possible vibrational life possible. I know I said possible twice, but it's just our birthright. So please may you be blessed and humbled and live in truth and respect one another on the highest vibration, and don't allow the noise to get in your head. Bless you, and just hold on tight to hope, hold on tight to love, and hold on tight to a sense of self. Bless you.